Alright, so most of you are probably aware of this because I know there are others who have made videos on this topic. I keep getting them in my recommended, but I never took them serious. I just shrugged them off and called it bait and gave that meme of the guy pointing up. He's like, that's bait. But then one of my friends sent me the Reddit post acquired from 4chan, and I said, you know what, fine, I'll look at it. And I looked through it, the static version of the map and the info, and I want to talk about some of it. Now, this video won't be an overview of everything because there's a lot, and there are others who've done that way better than I ever could, but I'll have all the info in the description and you can go and read it all, judge it for yourself. But for this video, I'll be talking and discussing what I want to talk and discuss. So, without further ado, the Shadowlands. All of BFA, I've been preaching the fact that the forces of death are benefiting from the Blood War and how they've been just sitting around in the background without no concern, collecting souls and growing in power. According to this leak, that's essentially the case. While everyone was screeching, "Old God, old God, old God," the Masters of Death were being set up in the story. They were getting lore, things to do, plot. In Legion, we met Helya, who we killed, in quotes, met up with Bolvar, who is essentially wide awake and can take the Ebon Blade whenever he wants. Then in BFA, we have Sylvanas making a giant push on the living. We have Bon Samdi making deals with the Horde, and Vol'jin making a comeback after his death. All in all, those are the forces of the Shadowlands, and according to the leak, all of these background plots and characters are coming to the forefront. And so when I started reading this leak and saw everything I've said over the last year and a half could be true, I had the biggest smile on my face, because I know that if this leak is true, I essentially nailed the underlying plot of Legion and BFA. I was right about Sylvanas being a servant to Helya. I was right about N'Zoth wanting to bring back the other old gods. I was right about the death of Sarfang and him becoming a martyr. I was right about Bolvar being a good guy, and so much more. Honestly, I feel cocky right now writing and reading this, but I hope you understand that things left unwritten and unsaid are addressed here, and it makes me look like I know what I'm saying half the time when it's just off-topic thoughts. I can already see it now. If this video blows up, people are going to think I wrote this leak because of how much stuff I've been preaching about it. But it's not to say I wasn't wrong about some of these things, because I was wrong. According to the post, both Ny'alotha, the Sleeping City, and the Dragon Isles are supposed to be featured in the expansion. I said Ny'alotha was the name of N'Zoth's empire, maybe a city in it. I said that the Dragon Isles would most likely be the setting of 8.3 with all the dragon lore going on and the South Seas style of the expansion it is. If this leak was true, I was wrong. Ny'alotha would be a place where the minions of the Void go when they die, old gods included. This means that the defeated old gods, Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, and possibly Y'Shaarj, could be making a return and bring about the Black Empire, as the leak says. Now, for the Dragon Isles, it gets iffy. If the info is real, there's not much on the Dragon Isles as of yet, but they would be featured in 9.0 and would involve the Black Dragon flight and the other flights, and it'd be its own zone away from the Shadowlands. There's not much to say as of yet, but it makes one thing clear. If Ny'alotha and the Dragon Isles are going to be in 9.0, where does that leave the setting for 8.3? Two of the biggest ideas for the patch are being pressed into a potential leak, so where does that leave the future of BFA? Where is there to go in 8.3? Are we going to see an update to an existing zone? Are we going to get a new island we've never heard of, similar to Mechagon? Another idea is the Emerald Dream, which is also supposed to take on a role in the Shadowlands, but in truth, we don't know. Hopefully we'll see soon enough, but back on the topic of the Shadowlands, there's a lot to take away from the leak. Too much for just one of my videos, so I'll leave it to you, loyal viewer. Make your assumptions, believe it or not, hate it or love it, but do make sure you take it and every other leak you see between now and 9.0 with a grain of salt. We don't know anything about anything regarding 9.0. We know nothing of what could be true, and I'd hate to see whatever 9.0 is be dwarfed by something that was completely fake, fan-made, and glamorized as true, something we've seen happen in the past. But of course, what do you think? Do you think this leak is fake? Do you think it's real? Please be sure to let me know all your burning thoughts, comments, and concerns on this video, WoW or its lore, in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.